Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Geek Charming. I was completely wrong yesterday at the very end when I said this stars Michelle Trachtenberg from Buffy. For some reason, I got it in my head that she was in a movie that had the word geek in it, but it's Sarah Hyland. Yes, she's all washed out here in this because my balance is off, but um, let me get a little closer. There you go, Sarah Hyland. Now, thing is, you go up. You look at the little icon up there in the corner. There. That's, to me, that looks like Michelle Trachtenberg, like a young Michelle Trachtenberg. That's just me. But anyway, Geek Charming. Yes, this is a teen romance with a unlikely couple, sort of coming together. They're coming together under unusual circumstances. She's a bit of a diva, drama queen, so obsessed with popularity, being popular, and she wants to be the Blossom Queen, which is like their spring formal prom kind of thing. Yeah, we get it. She's super popular, super pretty, and that's pretty much all she cares about. She's a little bit self-absorbed. Josh, on the other hand, Matt Prosco plays Josh. Josh Rosen. He is a movie geek, pop culture geek. So he has a little group of friends that again play sort of cliche nerdy roles. They're into chess and gaming and all the. Let's put them all in a bottle and do geeky things. And then, of course, they all spout off geeky things about movies. They're discussing, which, Dracula is the best, who could have been the best Dracula had they been cast. There's like, the one guy does a great Christopher Walken impression. But yeah, their two worlds come colliding because, in more ways than one, because he not only does he end up just smashing her lunch all over her during school, he needs to make a short film, for class to get a special trip to Hollywood to learn the trade, over the summer. And she wants to win Blossom Queen or whatever. So whatever it's called, Blossom Queen. Her competition is your usual straight-haired, pretty blonde girl who's stuck up, even more so than she is. From at first glance, her foe is not really fleshed out, but yes, she's pretty blonde, and she's sort of losing every opportunity to outdo this girl because she's got all the hookups. She's got the football team on her side. She's giving out cupcakes. They're doing all sorts of advertising to get people to like her and vote for her so she wins. Josh needs to make a movie, and he decides with the help of his counselor, decides that he needs to do something a bit challenging. And rather than do something about robots and sci-fi, he wants to do something that he doesn't want to, but he's convinced to do something that involves a human. So it's a bit more challenging. And it turns out that she seems to be the perfect Dylan. Her name is Dylan. Haley, sorry. Sarah Hyland plays Dylan, and realizes that she'd be the challenging thing, and it's an alien world to him. The way they think, the way they act, the way they see people as different or lesser than them. So he decides to make a deal with her, especially after she kind of owes him. She drops her purse in the mall fountain, and he goes in through the longest path possible into this massive fountain. Rather than just like going to the edge closest to where the purse is, he goes to the furthest edge, walks through all the water, gets dumped on constantly, and then makes it back the longest way possible. It's not smart. Josh doesn't seem to be smart in that sense, but he rescues the purse, and she kind of owes him, and he makes that part of the deal. So of course, he follows her around with a camera, and there's montages and things like that. but not the normal montages. It's all mostly getting her opinion on class and culture and clothes and friendship and her two friends who follow her around and sort of worship her. You can see there's a little bit of tension there. Also, tension when it comes to her boyfriend, who she worships, but pretty much just keeps her on as an accessory while he's really more interested in doing other stuff like playing beach volleyball. Anyway, so she has a little bit more going on as he keeps digging. We learn the weird thing is that, okay, we know Sarah Hyland from Modern Family. If I didn't say that already, I probably didn't. Dang it. Sarah Hyland is from Modern Family, and she shot this, or at least this came out after she had already been a season or two into Modern Family. She's really young here. She's still a teenager, obviously, because she's playing a teenager. Not that you have to be a teenager to play a teenager, but still. Anyway, she's really young here. She's super cute, and she's good at playing self-absorbed. Sort of like Haley is, in a sense, on Modern Family, but secretly, we find out that Dylan is kind of smart, and she has more layers to her than you think. And also, like Modern Family, they cut away every so often to her and to Josh talking to the camera. It's like a total Modern Family moment, and I'm like, why is this happening? And I realized maybe it's part of the documentary, or because they're talking about how things had happened and they're looking back on it. So, yeah, it all comes around. I'm not really ruining anything on this, but it basically all starts out. He likes a girl that she used to be best friends with. And this girl is totally different than her. She's more into rock music, and she's in a band. She's band popular, as Dylan calls it. And sort of he starts crossing paths with the girl he likes, thanks to Dylan. And she starts discovering some things. She starts opening up to him in weird ways, unusual ways that she wasn't expecting, including about her mom. And you actually get a real motivation for why she wants to be Blossom Queen, because her mom used to be that. And guess what? Ding, ding, ding. Dead parent alert. Mom isn't around anymore. Mom died when she was 8. Well, when Dylan was 8. Not when Mom was 8, because that would be weird. But yeah, so yeah, sorry, another Disney trope, dead parent alert. But Sarah's really, even at this young age, she's really good at showing a depth of emotion. She's really good. I mean, I've seen it on Modern Family, but I mean, there's so much going on in a Modern Family episode. There's really not a whole lot of time to sit and focus on anybody's emotional thing. It usually is the emotion happens, they move to the next scene with a bunch of other characters in a 22-minute episode. This, she gets to breathe. She gets to act. She gets to... she's always funny. Funny is not even a question. She's hilarious. She's cute. But she gets to... It brings you a little misty-eyed every once in a while when she talks, when she gets real, when she gets serious. And he discovers a little bit more about her. Where that goes from there, I'm not going to tell you. You can probably guess, but there's so many other little variables involved, including the girl that he likes and the boyfriend she has, and all the social circles which would not approve of them cross-connecting. Dogs and cats, as she says, do not hang out together. And yeah, so yeah, I was surprised. I actually liked it. It's yeah, you're gonna see a lot of this stuff coming from a mile away, but it's well made. It's really well acted. You don't really, when you get a Disney Channel movie, you tend to not really go, oh my god, I'm here for the acting. You're there for the concept. You're here for the story. You're there for the adventure or the romance or the comedy. You're there for the genre, not necessarily the oh, this is a wellspring of astounding acting, as we've seen in the past many, many times. But these guys are great. The quality of this is really shot well. I think they did it up in Canada, probably Vancouver. The houses, seriously, the sets where these people live, it's really they're really elaborate. They're sort of some rich people. But anyway, the way they show Dylan early on, her loneliness, her solitude. Apparently, they have a housekeeper, and her dad is always busy. They have a housekeeper, but we never see the housekeeper because when she comes home for the first time, we see this massive house. They set her in silhouette as she walks through an empty hallway, carrying her own purchases, and she's forced to eat dinner alone. So you see that no matter how popular she is, she's still really alone. She's still really lonely, and Sarah does a great job of playing that vacuous idiot at one angle and being a real human being the next. So, and Josh, as he's pulled into her world, and she has to give him a makeover, and I just don't understand why so many hats were involved and where she had all that as young men's clothing in her own house. I don't know, but either way, maybe it wasn't her own house. I can't tell her house from like a boutique where men would wear trendy clothing or buy trendy clothing. I don't know. Either way, there's a number of little storylines that go on here. Yeah, but it's mainly about Josh and Dylan, and you can pretty much figure out where it goes. It's how they get there that is kind of interesting. I'm not going to say this is the greatest movie in the world. I'm blown away by it, and it's amazing, but it's good. I was happily surprised that I did not waste an hour and 34 minutes. I'm glad I saw this because I love her. She's an hour and 39 minutes. It's from 2011. Yeah, she's always adorable. And by the way, for a little weird trivia, as I was looking it up on IMDb, Matt, the guy who plays Josh, actually does show up in an episode of Modern Family about a year after they released this, in the Disneyland episode. I don't remember exactly what role he played, but yes, his credit shows that he was in Modern Family for one episode as a boy at Disneyland. So I'm sure they cross paths. I don't know. I don't remember the episode. So anyway, it's a good time. I'd recommend it. If you're into that kind of movie, you might enjoy it. Sarah Hyland. She's fun. All right, here we're going to pick tomorrow's episode. 346. Have we had this? Don't know. Yes, we have. 346. It's in the Marvel, I think, or Mater area. 346. What was it? Oh, it was Mary Poppins. Right between, smack dab in the middle of Marvel and Mater. All right, well, sorry, we'll have to pick another number. Here we go. 368. Oh, we're still staying in that area. 368. Not hard to get to. Oh, okay. I don't know what this is. It's a movie. You tell me. Miracle at Midnight. 368. Miracle at Midnight. So that's what we're watching on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow. I'm just making faces now. We're 14 minutes in talking about Geek Charming. So anyway, Miracle at Midnight tomorrow on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. See you then. Bye.